We've gone from being a media buying company for Google to being their partner and effectively the backbone of their digital marketing infrastructure around the world.
Our history with Google has gone back 9 years to really when they started in Europe.
And the account team was one person. You're looking at them.
3 people became 10, and 10 became 40, and 40 became 80, and next thing you know, we have 250 people in North America. We sent a few people over to Singapore. We thought we'd be maybe 20 people within a year, and now we're 50. And we're seeing the same thing start to play out in Tokyo.
In the last 3 or so years, we've gone from 3 to 5 core products in market to probably 10 to 15.
What we set out to do was really integrate with Google and help them be successful as being the leading digital marketer in the world.
A good client-agency relationship is always rooted in a true partnership. Good clients treat their agencies like partners and an extension of their own team.
They value the fact that we challenge them, and we definitely value the way that they challenge us. They push us to be better, and we welcome that, and I think we return the favor. We've just launched a partnership with QuizUp, where we launched a geographic quiz channel in their app, served to tens of millions of QuizUp users, partnering with Google Maps to create a really natural geographic quiz experience. Now, at a time when Apple had just booted Google Maps off of the iPhone, and we just launched Google Maps as a standalone app for the first time, that was a super relevant way of highlighting the massive difference between Apple Maps and Google Maps without serving lots of advertising.
People could actually sort of get it in their hands and say, oh, you know what? I don't have this app, and this is fun, this is cool, this is something that I want.
And it reached tens of millions of people. They spent on average 6 minutes each with the app, and that was interaction that, traditional media buyers couldn't create.
One thing that's obviously vital to us is understanding the true effectiveness of our advertising.
So we've been doing a lot of work with Google on a project we call the brand signal, just to try and identify those signals that are good indicators of a causal attitudinal change as a result of an ad.
Could be someone hovering, could be the speed at which someone scrolls down a page, could be the time on the actual page or the time that the actual ad is in view.
If someone sees an ad earlier in their session rather than later, if someone is of a certain audience type, gender, age, belief set, does that make them more likely to be influenced? Well, we've identified at least 3 of those signals that are not correlated to each other, that are statistically robust, and will allow Google to make significantly more, roughly 2x the return on their brand investments, just by optimizing towards some signals we've identified which nobody else has yet found. And we find that an enormously exciting project because it really starts to redefine how brand marketers can use the internet to build new brand equity.
There have been a few projects along the way in my time working at Essence that have felt really important in their ability to change the lives of the people that they touch for the better. One of those has been helping women get online with Google in India. Google is in a position, with Essence as their partner, to start a movement that helps people understand that the internet and advertising actually are a tool to help people see what they're empowered to do. So we're partnering with a big Bollywood celebrity and then creating this online experience. They now have a resource, a community. Digital and advertising are a tool to kickstart social change. We've made a difference in the way that the internet population in Asia is developing through the way that we've collaborated with Google.
When it comes to answering the biggest questions in the industry, I've found that Essence is more advanced than anyone else I've ever encountered. If we did not have that symbiosis, that intellectual curiosity as a common thread between our teams, the relationship wouldn't work. The world is moving too fast for you to stand still. So if you're not always looking for that next thing, then you're gonna find yourself behind pretty quickly.
I get to work every day with some of the smartest digital marketers in the world, and they are passionate about asking the most difficult questions. So it feels like a real kind of adventure. We are co-inventing solutions to problems that I don't think anyone else can really tackle.